Hello, everyone. I'm Steve. Mark's working late tonight, and this is Smokey Steve and Mark. Either welcome or welcome back, and happy Thursday. Coffee talk on a Thursday? Yes, it is. Why? So, most of you know that we do coffee talk on Saturday, where we catch up with our fair lady, Chantal Marie, Foodie Beauty, Big Beautiful Me, the Daily Chantal, Chantopolis, the Chantal Show, Foodie Beauty, again. And it's a little grant. We go over the whole week in review of what's gone on with her, from the most important things that happen with her, like with what's his name, uh, Natter, and then what's going on at home with the cats. They haven't seen human life in a while, stuff like that, and we catch up for the whole week. Well, this week there was some stuff that went on in the middle of the week that caught my ear, and that I felt compelled to say something about. So it's not a roast. I'm not looking to rip anybody a new asshole or anything, but there were some situations that were a little delicate that I thought maybe could have been handled a little better. So I had a couple thoughts for Chantal, a couple thoughts for Pete's, and then a preamble for all these assholes. So, the preamble. The preamble. So, during this, it was a few days ago. Was it a few days ago? It was earlier in the week. We had some lives going on. Okay. We had Chantal live, Natter live, back and forth. He was live for like 6 hours. 6 hours talking crap about Chantal. Everything you ever thought was true as far as he was concerned. She was after him. She was this. She was that. We are not anything to each other. I left our CPAP outside. That all that kind of stuff. And he went in hours. I mean, that's a long time to go in on somebody just to, you know. So, and then Pete's, who is also not a fan of Natter's, and Natter's not a friend of Pete's. They don't like each other. Pete's, in a separate incident, recorded a very longish video about depression and about how he's not doing well with his own depression. And that was also a super chat overload that came to him too. It seems like when you do videos like that, the super chats overflow with, because people want to send you a little something to make you feel better, to reassure you. Chantal has mastered that. It's gotten a little bit less and less because she has these dramatic turmoil turnaround, I am woman, I'm going to start my life over, and then a phone call later she's licking his feet kind of things. So she's kind of put herself in a cycle of, she used to get a lot of them with the pity streams, and then not as much and not as much, but she's getting more subs, so something's working there. If you three are all in it together as a cash grab, shame the fuck on all of you. All of you. If it's just a matter of I'll play one off of you, and then I'll do a live, and you do a live, and they'll give me, and then you gift money to you, and then I'll get super chats, and then you get this, you'll have viewers, and I'll give you my subs, and then it's just a big, profitable weekend. All of which the money was gotten on the topics of gaslight, abuse, mental illness, depression, suicidal ideation. No one said anything, but they were blowing, all that kind of stuff, domestic violence, just to create drama around it and get money. So if all of this is staged, faked, or put together like that, these are three of the biggest scumbags I've ever met in my life, if that's the case. Now, if it's not, I'm willing to concede in case it's real. Okay, in case it's real. Here's some thoughts too. So, Chantal, get your fucking shit together. You had to watch a video to find out that Pete's was having a hard time. He's your roommate. He's who you live with, not the guy you squat with at the house. This is your BFF of 8 years, and then prior to that, you were dating. I'm not going to say you're a good friend, you're a bad friend. I'm going to say I'm surprised that you're this kind of friend to him. Because he obviously has a different idea of friendship. You needed him from across the hall, and he stopped in the middle of what he was doing and went over there. Pete's, I need you, stopped his live stream, went over there. Pete's, I need you, goes in with a back scratcher, digging through the closet. Stupid, silly, ridiculous needs you have. And he would still indulge them. And he needs someone maybe to talk to or just be in the house because he might not feel safe for some reason. And it's like, well, he's sleeping because, people with depression never wake up, and might as well go back and party some more. And then if he needs me, I have to wait there and sober up for 2 hours before I can drive over. So, okay. 2 points. Either stop letting people call the shots for you, or stop blaming other people for choices that you're making. Putting it on Natter that you can't go home to see Pete's because Natter doesn't like him and you feel like there's turmoil. This is the woman who is so strong and independent and assertive and confident. And I'm not saying that she can't be those things, or that you have to be a certain kind of person to be pulled into an abusive relationship, or that it's easier for some or others. But she's not living a life of the kind of woman she believes herself to be, I think. I don't think she realizes how far away she is now from the kind of person she likes to think of herself as. So she doesn't see it the way everybody else sees it. To her, it all looks normal and feels normal. She's drifted so slowly from the reality that we all share that it doesn't look weird to her anymore. We look crazy and she looks fine. So, still responsible though. Any actions still have the name Chantal over it. So, you aren't ruining your channel really, but you are kind of ruining your life. And you're puzzled by the fact that if you broadcast it, people would have anything negative to say. People don't have lax attitudes toward hard drug use. I know, it was 7 months ago. So was this dude, though. You know what I mean? Like, all of this in the span of a lifetime is a very small amount of time. By the time you're 50, do you think you're still going to be running back and forth, doing trips, making videos, so you can get him some blow? Like, is this the direction we're going? Is this what we're doing? I don't mean to say, like, what's your 5-year, your 10-year plan? But seriously, is this relationship going anywhere? Other than, he lets me in the house now, and if I can get in his house, I can stake it out to make sure no other bitch comes by and tries to touch my man. And then when he throws you out and they come over anyway, it's not worth the turmoil. It's really not, And you're trying, I don't want to be a drama channel. This is all drama. You might have your wants. You might not want it to be a drama channel. But when your life is drama and you share your life with everyone, it's a drama channel. You don't have to want it to be that way. It just has happened. It's just come out that way. So, where are we at now? Pete's. Dear Pete's. I see you, Pete's. I've said in other videos, I see you. You're probably in the background, maybe listening on headphones, you might be asleep. I see you. I hear you. I saw his video. Did anyone else see Pete's video about depression? Pete's is either a very good actor and manipulator, which I don't think he is. He's not even very good at lying. But he would do X, Y, or Z if Chantal asked. So I don't know. I don't know what her angle would be about him being depressed, other than to add to the cacophony, the big pile of money they were all raking in this weekend. But he sounded terrible. He said things that were concerning to me, about feeling alone, about not being motivated to do anything. He's unemployed. He'll stay in bed for a couple days, just get up to go to the bathroom, maybe get something to eat, if that. No judgment, but his hygiene isn't as good probably as it could be. That happens, I think, with people. When I'm depressed, that happens with me. I don't have much hair, okay? We know. But it gets a little, greasy. You don't shower for a day or two. You're like, well, I'm not going anywhere because my life is shit. Why shower? So, and without anywhere to go, he doesn't have to leave the house. So I feel for his position. Some would argue that depression of his type is a luxury. How do I mean that? That's, okay, I recognize that he has concerns going on. I do think he needs help beyond Chantal being his bestie. So while I do think she was a shitty friend for not coming over when he said he wasn't well and staying for a couple days and not going back to what's-his-face, to rush back to some baba ganoush and dirty dick. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, I know, a commercial in the middle of our own video, but yesterday we had a Christmas mystery giveaway drawing. All you had to do was comment below yesterday's video, and the winner was a $25 AMC movie gift card. So, comment picker, YouTube, put in the URL for yesterday's video, the comment filter, and we had 36 unique entries. So I'm going to pick a winner of yesterday's prize. And the winner is Random Family Davenport. And the comment is, today's video is great. So congratulations, Random Family Davenport. you'll need to get in touch with us via email or DM so we can get it to you, either digital or in hard copy. We'll figure out how you can do that. Mark's much better with it. So thank y'all for entering. Thank y'all for watching, and keep an eye out for more Christmas mystery giveaways. Mwah. So in talking about Pete's, depression is crippling. But when I say it's a luxury kind of problem, his rent's paid, his bills are paid, there's food in the fridge, he has a credit card. So in the moment, he has the time and place to mope and be sad. I remember people would joke and say, poor folks don't have time to be depressed. We gotta work. We have things to do. We can't sit around. I would wager that when he lost his job, it was probably he stopped showing up and just lost his job. I do believe they have unemployment in Canada, under certain conditions. And if he had worked for the same place for years, 8 years, and all of a sudden he lost the job like that, something must have happened. So, he sounds like he's depressed, but Pete takes meds, according to him. In the past, he has. Sees a therapist, which is good. And I would hope for him that he would escalate contact with a therapist if he's feeling this way. And that he would, if he is taking medication, he would take it appropriately. Not like Chantal does, where she takes one every 2 times she's on camera. Amberlynn Reed does that shit too. Oops, forgot to take my meds. Oops, forgot to mention they doesn't look like they're working. I worry for Pete's. I do. But again, it's all in context. It's so sad that I can't listen to this guy pour his heart out. Totally pour his heart out. And I believe probably that he's hurting and that he needs companionship and help, good companionship and some support and help. But because of the freaking place where I'm watching it happen, I have doubts. Isn't that terrible? I have doubts. But I do. So, I'm not suggesting alternatives at the moment for what he should do as treatment, but I can say I'm highly doubtful that he could get well in that house by himself with a periodic roommate sitting around with no job. There's no reason, nothing compelling him to get out. People do interventions for people with mental health concerns too. Just as much as they do it for people with substance use disorders. Every last damn one of them need one. Your turn to sit in the circle. Family's out, family's in, bring the next one in. I mean, you could wrap them all up in an hour and a half, and you send this one here, and then you send Chantal here, and then you send Pete somewhere else. They need help. They all need help. Pete's needs help sooner than later. Personal opinion. And how he should go about it. There are resources in Canada that we don't have in the United States. There are local resources, I'm sure, in his area that he could get. And if he's feeling unsafe, he can call for a crisis team, which I'm sure they have in Canada, because we don't have them here because our insurance and our services suck. And he can have someone close by quick, or someone on the phone that he could speak with. So I want to believe he'll be okay. But if he's as depressed as he says, and she's only as concerned as a 2-hour visit, his best friend, who's the only friend he really has at the moment, aside from maybe some people in his chat, I'd feel rejected. It would add to my feelings of rejection, worthlessness, feeling like I'm not worth anyone's time and attention, that I was an idiot to think we were friends, that we were never friends to begin with. When you're depressed, you can still have racing thoughts, and he could watch her walk out the door, and as soon as the door slams, the tears go, because I'm not even worth anybody's time, not even of a friend of 20 years. So Chantal's not responsible for Pete's mental and emotional state. Did the situation that she created in his living area contribute to it? I say yes, but I'm not that kind of diagnosing professional, but I would wager yes. Is he going to get well there? No, he's not going to get well in that situation. And you can't yank him out of it and then treat him for something, get him some help and some support so he feels good about himself and he has a plan of action to go forward with life, and then drop him back in the middle of that house. You can't take a dying tree out of some bad soil, put it in good soil, and it thrives. And then when it's doing better, put it back in the same shitty soil. It's going to die again. So I hope that he gets some help. I hope she gets some help. But that's like fart in the wind. Like I always want her to get help, and she never does. She never does. And Natter, you can go do Natter things, I guess. Buy another tracksuit. So that's what I have for now. We will have coffee talk again on this Saturday, where I'll go over more of the stuff from the week. Probably light on this because we took maybe 15-20 minutes to talk about it today. But I didn't want it to go too far during the week without addressing the fact that in the narrative of this whole circle of nonsense that goes on between Chantal Peets and Natter, that a video came out that was very startling and caught my attention, that I listened to pretty much as soon as I heard it existed. And when I saw the landscape of who's in his support system, it was worrisome. It was worrisome. And depression's a hard thing for a lot of people to deal with. Pete's isn't a unicorn. People say Pete's can't get out of bed for 2-3 days. It's a lot of people with depression. He's not, it's, acute. Hopefully, if it goes on more than a couple weeks, we should really have talks about higher levels of care, probably. But I don't know. I'll be thinking of you, Pete's. Unless this is all a money grab, then fuck you. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get alerts when we have new videos and when we go live. You can follow us on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc. Our email address and contact information are listed below as well. Thank you again, and we will see you tomorrow night, I believe. Let me double check. I'll put up a community post. I'm pretty sure. Tomorrow night, Friday. Thanks for watching. Bye. Be good to yourselves, okay?